Welcome back, dudes. This is Ingripper with another episode of Tanks I would like to see in the game in the future. Well, it's been a long time since I made a video about this series, and that's because I kept on searching for some vehicles. And one of them, it is basically a version of this tank that we have on the screen, the Lynx, the KF41, but it comes with an upgrade. It has a mix of 5 AVs into one, like protection wise, abilities, technology, ammunition, cannon, and obviously a tier 10 or even 11. Let's get back to the tank itself, because a while ago, for instance, Lynx, I made a video about him 4 years ago, and it had a really huge impact, and I've decided to make a video about it. It got me pretty views and likes, and as you see, Lynx has been a modular tank, like it can be changed, his turret, and used wisely in some certain operations and so on. The same it is also with the tank we're gonna talk about it today. This is called the XM30 Mechanized Infantry Combat Vehicle, shortened as MICV, formerly known as the Optional Man Fighting Vehicle, shortened as OMFV. It's a US Army program to replace the M2 Bradley Infantry Fighting Vehicle. So this AMCV is one of part of the new generation combat vehicles portfolio of the program. If we go a bit to the Bradley, we can see that this tank made a huge impact across the world and across many worlds, and it's still in use. It's still a great AV at tier 8. It can do a lot of damage if you know how to use it, and fun fact, it's been my first tier 8 tank in the game at the time I was playing it. A concept demonstrator of a promising infantry fighting vehicle under the US Army Optional Man Fighting Vehicle program, presented by the team Lynx, consortium led by the American branch of the German Rheinmetall group. And as we know, Rheinmetall brought a lot of awesome tanks, and we got a lot of awesome tanks in the game from Rheinmetall, based on the KF41 Lynx BMP at the exposition of the US Army Association in 2022 exhibition and conference in Washington, October 22. This vehicle was very interesting and promising. The Lynx XM30 design features such as an unmanned turret as the ones in the game, and with a 50mm XM913 cannon for enhanced firepower and situations. The unmanned 50mm turret, a two-soldier crew concept, advanced mobility and protection, and a modular open system architecture for future technology integration. It was from the beginning the idea just to increase efficiency and reduce the vehicle's footprint. The L3 Harris is delivering a digitally engineered mission system based on a MOSA approach, which means modular open system architecture, shortened as MOSA, allowing for the easy integration of new technology and ensuring cost effectiveness through the vehicle's life cycle, aka a modular concept that reduces production and life cycles costs. Now, about the protection, I don't know if it might be better than the ones in the game, but if the developers will bring it in the game, surely will have the same protection as the actual introduced ones, such as like the Lynx, Ajax, Hunter, S21, Bradley, and even the Lynx Sky Ranger. So it might be a mix of these vehicles protection, probably, and with some types of a turret, rocket launcher as you want to, or whatever on the sides. The design work for the upcoming phases will primarily take place at the American Rheinmetall Vehicles facility in Sterling Heights, MI, with support from partners across the country. The Army will be able to tailor the Lynx OMFV to meet specific missions or threats. Final prototype assembly is slated to be done at the Textron System production facility in Slidell, LA. The initial start of serial production of the new BMP under the OMFV program was scheduled for the 2026 fiscal year. Upon completion of phase 3 and 4, the Army plans to down select to one vendor for low-rate initial production in phase 5 of the program near the end of 2027. As we look at the tank itself, on how it looks on paper and so on, we can see that it has protection on the sides, a good gun depression frontally and sideways, a tall profile to speak the least, will have good view range, a rocket launcher on the right side of the turret, which is the thing that I like, better than X at 50mm penetration. That will be insane. Lynx does 16,000, Counter AV does 18,000 based on 40mm. Bringing this tank in the game with this sort of protection turret, it will make a huge impact. In my opinion, will be a really good tank to be added in the game as a premium for the next battle pack, probably to be like the top price. As I said, the details of the tank and how it looks and the technology that it comes with, it is awesome. As for the details, very similar to the Lynx itself, but with an autocannon and that can do a lot of damage with a really good view range and camo. Overall good mobility to speak the least. Roughly probably not 2500, probably 3000 hit points. Tell me in the comment section, guys, if you like this video, what do you think about the tank itself, and see you next time in the next episode.